Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how I got Challenger playing Briar jungle. So for Briar, the page we're going to do is press the attack, but you can also do Conquer if you prefer it. And the second is Ingenious and Sudden Impact. It's important to understand why we're doing this is because it's going to help our build. Our build's going to be Eclipse, but if you prefer Titanic, you can go to Titanic Hydra as well. Sunder Sky, Sterix, right? It's a very core build. This is the build I've been utilizing. Eclipse is very good for early game. With Ingenious Hunter, it reduces the cooldown of your Eclipse, your Sterix, your Sunder Sky much lower. So that's a very important thing. When I play Briar, I really emphasize you play for your champion's identity. Briar is very much like you need to know what you're doing on Briar. Like the information is very important. And for her, it's a lot about full clear, or you can gank, but you just can't fall behind, right? So you want to play, you can play to farm. I think the most important thing I want to teach people is to be okay with full clearing. Like you should be okay with the start of the game being slow. You should be okay with the other jungler getting a kill on his first, play, right? Like you got to be okay with this. And you got to just be willing to, you have to be patient. And that's like a big thing that I emphasized when I was climbing, is the patience of the jungler is important. So here, we're going to do solo raptors. We're going to do Krug second. You can do this clear, or you can do, start on red or blue with a leash. Up to you, but definitely try to play for full clear. There's no need to do something aggressive. If you feel like you don't know how to play aggressive ganks, always play for the full clear first. I guarantee you, if you just full clear the way I'm doing, and then after you're done clearing, you can do something aggressive, you will win so much more games. If someone pings you to gank here, don't gank. It's not good for you. Don't let other people be your controller. You are your own master, right? So understand this. Me, when I jungle, maybe I play like a bit of an asshole, but that's part of the position. You can't be too nice. If you're too nice and everyone pings for help, you're just going to be left in the trash, right? Like you're going to hurt yourself trying to help people who don't know how to help. So here we do the blue buff, we do the comboing. Remember, auto attack resets. If you watch my other videos, you know how I understand, how I try to teach you all. Your W is auto attack reset, your Q is, you can get a bunch of auto attacks. Here we're going to E backwards. And a bit of a bug there, as you can see. And something I've been trying to emphasize too for people is, oops, W ran out. It's never bad to do something stupid after a full clear. So here, like now the opportunity is 10 times better for us, right? Somehow the gank presents itself. In the end, the gank becomes easier, right? So here I'm going to ping, I want them to go in. So here, maybe they can go up. Maybe he can hook here. Maybe he won't go in, but I think we can dive here. So I'm okay with diving. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for the dive. So once he hooks, he tanks tower. So we go on this guy first. Oh, we don't get that kill, but we don't get the tower reset there. I went on Lucian, I killed him, that's fine. It gives us a really nice base timer. We played for those early base timers. This game, I am going Eclipse, so I go Warhammer. If you were going to go for the, what's it called? The Titanic, you go Tiamat. Tiamat's like your first buy. So here I'm going Eclipse, so I go Warhammer. And like I died there. Maybe we could have killed two. Happens, right? I just wanted to kill Lucian. I flashed on him right away. But like I said, that was a good death. Like you have to think about that. After the full clear, I missed out on pretty much nothing. I'm very happy with that. And now I think maybe I'm gonna see what's going on right here. Maybe the TF walks this way. Maybe the crab is up. But I'm not committing to anything. And once the Void Grubs are up, you can use the Void Grubs either to be your sort of like experience lead advantage. I personally play for, whatever objective I think is free. Like I don't have a preference. If I can get Void Grubs on this clear, no one's going to fight me. Great. Let's go. Let's do it. Here I think there is a chance to kill top and then get Void Grubs. We see Vibe bot. If the jungler shows other side, you always go for the grubs, right? So here we're going to go on him, right? He uses his ability. So here we're going to Q. Oh, his W cooldown's already up. We're just going to press attack and E him out. So that's a bit of damage there. Beautifully done, Gragas. You'd love to see it. Here I'm going to see if he's just hanging around. Maybe we can get a kill. Okay. Now his Q's down. This could be suicide to go for it, but I think we can actually kill him here. So I'm going to tank tower for a bit. Used a lot of his mana, so we just go on him now. E him out. I'm a good guy, so I freeze. Uh-oh. I'm going to smite this. His card's going to time out, so when his card times out, we can turn. So his card's time out. Now we go on him. Stun him. W to heal up. Now we E in advance. Could go for the play here, but maybe not. I mean, that was just a spicy situation. Something that generally won't go that way, but... Oh, I was trying to get that W off instantly. He TF R'd. I mean, he committed, whatever. We take those. Not going Collector, we're going Eclipse, so... We go Eclipse by here. And now this game is stalled out a bit. Sure, I didn't full clear in that situation, but... You know, that was... When objectives are up, you start to sort of change the way you play a bit. You need to start to play... Whether you need to decide... But I cleared one side of my jungle, so it's not that bad. But you need to start to decide how you want to play the map. Do I want to play for Void Grubs? Or do I want to play for... the dragon? You have to decide in that situation. So Lucian just got a kill. And that's not okay, because remember if you paid attention at the beginning... What happened? Lucian flashed, right, when we dove him. So what does it mean? It means Lucian is a free kill. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around. So round is good because around means we can kill him. Here I'm actually just going to dive him because I think it's worth it. So we're going to do... And I think it's worth it to die, right? Good death, right? You have to understand why this is a good death. This shutdown, I kill him. The wave is pushing. Even if this wave wasn't so good for us, it's a goddamn good death. Really be willing to die for those shutdowns. Shutdowns, like, let me tell you something. The shutdowns, they're so broken as a comeback mechanic. You need to cap, like, when I'm in games that I'm losing, the reason I really come back from them is quite literally because of shutdowns. So you have to play heavily to shutdowns if you want to come back from games, right? And also, if you're worth a shutdown too, like, you don't want to give them that money, right? So here the game is a little spicy. Everything is off sync. So what do we want to do? We're on Void Grub side. This is an aggressive game. This is not like a full clear game. This game I want to play aggressive. I want to get Crab, and then if I get Crab, I can get Void Grubs. I get Void Grubs, I can kill. Gragas is a problem. He's good into my champion. So what we're gonna do is avoid that guy. W, and then be ready for Vi. Vi hits her ability here. I think if I hit R, maybe we can kill. We're gonna go on her. Try to damage her, burst her fast. E him into the wall if I can. Either way, he's kind of far. Get the rev off, press the attack. I think we're gonna dive here. We might die for it, but that's just how it goes sometimes. The life. When you don't have E up on Briar, you have no choice. You're going along for the Briar ride. She's an independent woman. She makes her own decisions. That's just how it is. I can't stop her. I could tell her, Briar, please don't kill me with you. But, you know, she's upset. She's upset at me. I changed the channel on the remote. And here, okay, so this, later it goes, the less Void Grubs are important. So what I do in this situation, we go bot side. We're going to start to play for the dragon. And I do want to play for dragon. I'm not going to just start dragon right now because I don't think it's that important. I'm going to start clearing and then slowly make up my mind. So you guys, you just have to start to like clear and then don't rush into decisions. Just slowly watch and decide for yourself if I want to do that. So here I'm watching mid and I'm watching bot. I know Vi Ard. And now I see Vi topside. So now I just have information. Okay. Vi topside. Now we start dragon. This is a good habit you guys should add to your gameplay. There's no way she'll make it from here. I'm strong enough to clear it without hesitation. If Malphite and Lucian were like right here, maybe I'll try to ping my team for help. But I think it's quite easy for me to do it. I always ward over here just to see people rotate from here. Also to see if someone tries to blast one over. Yeah, my game right now is to just do the dragon. And after dragon, we'll try to see what the map wants to tell me. Just remember all that, okay? You play the map. You play your champion's identity. That's it. You never have to do anything crazy. Just don't go crazy all the time. I know this guy's on Void Grubs most likely, so we just play with that information in mind. If you're on Void Grubs, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna take your jungle. Here, a little bit risky because this side, the other bot lane can come, but if you just stand here, no one will see you, and sometimes you can get a flank on the bot laner. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna ward here. See if Malphite's alone. I do not want to go on a Malphite. Right? I want them to all in here, and then I rotate. So what I'm waiting for is Lucian to go deeper, like that. That pretty much guarantees I will kill them after. Here I'm gonna E him into the wall. And yeah, you know, we just cleaned up. Very simple. Very play. Maybe you're like, Inori, you killed them. You let Vi kill. Here it's pink, so I know Vi is gonna charge her spell. And we're gonna go on her right after. Here we hit R. I'm gonna W fast to heal. Now I'm gonna E. That's the attack. I'm gonna act like I'm going on him, but I'm not actually. I need a flash. I can turn now because Eclipse is up. So we proc Eclipse and the W activation, and we Q for Sun. Now we just have to wait for the next W, or we E. I could kill him, but it's not worth it right now. I remember if we have no E up, we cannot go in. The reason why can't we go in if we have no E, because we'll get pulled into towers. So we can QW the wave to heal up, but we can't go in without our E. Here I'm gonna charge my E. I actually got bursted. That was stupid. I should just back up. See, I'm getting baited a bit there by my team's decision, so. Next patch, Cleaver's getting buffed. I think Cleaver will be a good item. I think you can build Cleaver next patch. But right now, Sundered Sky is much better than Cleaver, so we're gonna go Sundered Sky. And here we go top side. We need to change it up a bit. Going bot side, we already got all the objectives. I think without me going there or not going there, the play is probably going to be good. I think this Fat Man's starting to become a problem, but he's a problem I can handle. If he E's here, we can W. So I want to see if he E's. He E's, so we can W in. Smite, Q, auto attack, press attack, W. Like I said, you can go Conqueror too, and it's fine. It's just a bit less early game damage, but I don't think it's bad to not have it. I just play really aggressive early game, but I don't think you should go as crazy as me. I think you should definitely, like that first clear, really, you know, play for yourself a lot. Also, just generally play for yourself a lot more too, if you can. Here I could R, I just have to act, think maybe he's moving. Okay, he actually didn't move far enough. R's like that are not that easy to hit. You can try to practice and see how it goes. It's more about predicting if they try to move when they hear your sound, right? A lot of people, when they hear the, like Briar R will alert the entire world that it's casting. It actually shows a little indicator on enemy champions. So it's really not that good for you to cast it and stuff like here. Oh, he smites. Okay, no flash. Really big. Really big. Happy there. Here, I think it's 50-50 on how she plays. I don't think she leaves. So I'm gonna check here if she stays. Okay. I think my Mord is losing. So I want to help my Mord. But he will eat me, so it's a waste of time for me to go on him. So what do? We start Herald? No, we don't, because the dragon's coming up and it would take long. We'd go on TF. That's more likely. Going TF, even if he runs to tower, it's not that bad. We're really fast with our comboing. Vi shows, that's nice for us. Here I'm gonna jump over. Vi will probably show here. Press the attack, W. E always, you know, right before tower range just to get that channel going. Here I would love to dive her. I think it's easy to dive too. I have to respect the Lucian. I'm gonna R maybe. Okay. R was a bit ambitious. I'm surprised I started tanking. I was channeling my E to bait it in, but it was a bit ambitious there. So here are the build changes. You know, I think Sterix, if you went Titanic, you probably have the same build. You would go Sterix, you go Cleaver or Sunder Sky. And core items, these are like your core items, Sterix. And then DD is really good on her. For MR, I honestly don't really build MR that often unless I really have to. Sometimes I sit on a Negatron. But I'm not really crazy about MR items. Small is really bad. Sometimes I just sit on this, and maybe I built wood sand if I need to, or one of the tank MR items. But yeah, I'm not super big. You could go Spirit Visage if you want last item. But I think if the team is in like triple AP, you don't really need MR on Briar, which is pretty cool. DD is actually good enough. You get a lot of MR from pressing R and hitting it, as I missed a lot of Rs, but yeah, so I don't find it that important. Here, Malphite's going for Dragon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go W and chase him down. Same thing, Q, auto attack. Our damage is very high. So you always want to W the last auto. He will die to the blade. When you activate W, it gives you attack speed and movement speed as you charge at them. You get a second part. The second part is you have to understand the second part is it has the whole like effect part to it. So it's like really powerful. So here I kind of want them to dive me. Okay, maybe going on him wasn't the best play, but oh, it's working. Oh, bro, if I got that fucking W off. And worth it, karma comes up. Yeah, hitting a champion like that, not ideal. Using my E like that wasn't ideal. I would probably want my E up. Because the reason you have your E up, you can always E to get yourself out of your R. That's always a good sort of tool you can use. If I want to engage in a fight, I generally want to have my E up with R. It gives you that kind of healing at the very end. Very powerful. But in the end, it kind of worked out for us, so I wouldn't say the best. If I WW'd really fast. In those situations, you want to WW on top of yourself to heal. And your healing is really insane, right? Like missing health healing is very powerful. And the Eclipse shielding is really powerful for early to mid game. I think it gives you that pseudo sort of value. And here I do want to play dragons. Like the end goal is to get dragons to end the game, right? Sure, maybe Dragon Soul is going to take a long time, but like the steps to end the game is to get dragons and then get Baron. So we're still in the dragon stage, so we do want to get dragons. Here I think we can kill her. So I'm going to go on her fast, combo her. I'm going to E in advance. I'm going to R in advance now. W here. Beautiful engage, right? Beautiful engage by us. Trying to get him to W. I'm gonna E him. He should die there. Yeah, I know I just baited that fight really well. Gone on them. You know, if you can get on them with your entire combo and then E them and then R when you're about to get CC'd, that's really good because you're gonna get that AoE fear off and then you're gonna re-engage right after, like the way I did. And a big thing when you're playing to remember, we always really want to E when we're about to get hit by CC'd in team fights. So I know like the TF is about to card us, like I feel like I'm about to get bursted by all those kind of spells. That's usually when we throw our E outs. Or I always go blue orb too, by the way. I keep yellows until like I can buy blue orbs and I switch to blue orbs. You should try that out. And don't go red, it's pretty worthless. And yeah, blue jungle item too synergizes really well with how fast we want to be. But overall, not bad, not bad. Now we got the dragon, Herald's up. I'm honestly not huge about Herald, but like you do want to get all the objectives over time. So Herald's part of the condition to win the game. It's good for pushing, but it takes a really long time. So even Herald dies here, it's fine. I don't really care. All their blue side jungle is up, so I want to play for that. R here because it looks like it's a fight. I'm going to help my karma here. Auto attack Q is my comboing. This guy's trying to run, so we W again. Remember, we never really want to start with our W. We always, when we are in hit, we always start with our Q, and then we like W after if we need to. But if you start with your Q, you can always get a free auto, and then you can Q after, which is really good. And yeah, like it's fine. You start to play more reactive later in the game. As Briar, it becomes a more like, you don't want to be forcing so many plays. You want to be more of that reactive gameplay. The reason why it's good because you're already ahead. When your team's the one winning hard, you really don't have to force so many plays anymore. You can kind of let that other team try to like come back and try to do something, and then in the end they hurt themselves in trying to do something. Yeah, I think Briar's really broken for climbing. She's really good for learning the game as a... Maybe you're trying to learn jungle, Briar is the go-to. So here I just go slow. I see how they're gonna play it. Okay, TF is easy target. W AoE damage procs. I'm gonna E in advance. CC is about to hit me. I'm gonna try to go on the Gragas to heal up fast. Try to do as much damage as possible. I just... Your W, your AoE, your autos do that AoE damage. So even if people are clumped up, you're hitting so many targets, which is really good. I did as much as I could in that fight, so that was good. And from here, I got my DD, and then like I said, I really don't think you need MR, but if you want MR, you just like sit on a Negatron, go Wits End, you can go Visage if you like Visage. But I find she generally needs to keep building damage. You can go Visage, but if you want another one, it's Wits End. You feel like it's really not that much magic damage. This is a game I could make a case for going Wits End. If you don't think it's necessary, you can just go... Sorry. You can go like another HP item or like a tankier item. So this game I could go Cleaver. So Cleaver would be good, right? More HP. I think Cleaver would be good here. While I can also just sit on a Negatron while I'm building Cleaver, and that's really good. That's how I play. It's weird for some people to understand that, but that's like efficient, right? Negatron Cloak, 50 MR. It's efficient. And then by the time I have Cleaver, it's cash money. Here, this guy's overextending. With gates up, you can easily punish that. So all I do is run at them. Here we just W once we're in range. Let him stun me. Don't Q him yet. Just let him stun. I'll go through, and then once the stun is over, go again. W. W activation. The move speed you get is quite good. E the CC. R maybe. Now we're gonna go in again. Flash out. E in advance. WW. Oh, I didn't get my WW. Very close though, very close. I hate when you click on these. You have to unclick them here. But here we go, Negatron. We sit on Negatron, and this is gonna be like my core build. And as the game progresses, we're gonna switch it up. And when I have enough to sell this, and then just buy a Cleaver, which is like 3,000 gold, we're gonna do it. So around 2,200, we should have enough for a Cleaver, and that's going to be my full build. Unless this guy gets super fed, I'm like, wow, maybe I do need more MR, then I'd probably go MR. But yeah, that's how I go. That's how your boy Inori wins. Same thing, if you win Titanic, it's relatively the same. The rest of the stuff doesn't change all that much. So here we do Dragon Fast, then we play Baron. So what I'm gonna do is just go fast Dragon. I never want to fight near towers. I always say, like, towers fighting is just so sad to have. I try to avoid it. I prefer to take fights in the open if I can. Like, here is good, here is good. These areas where no towers are near it. You have to think about Briar. You guys especially, do not take fights right next to towers or near towers. You can get dragged into them. It limits your chase ability. A lot of Briar is literally just chasing people down. So I think if you feel like you're dying a lot, try to avoid going to towers. We go for that tower fast. Might jump over the wall. You can always jump over walls too. I'm more experienced, so if I want to dive, I can dive towers. It's not very hard for me. The more experienced player. Again, E in advance if I can. I'm about to get hit by a lot of CC. Okay, I guess there's no time to E. Literally, perma crowd control. What? Bro, I have tenacity, but maybe I need more. Maybe Tabby's wasn't the best buy here. So we're gonna go Merchrez to double dip in our tenacity. I like Tabby's because there's still, like, the early game is all about auto attacks. But now as I go into the late game, it's more about spells. So what we're gonna do is go Merchrez here. And even as you're building your last time, it's fine to build pods here. So I'll probably go for like a tenacity pod or even more tenacity. The thing about tenacity is it doesn't infinitely scale. Right now I have 58%. Though I should have 70, it only gives you 58, so the more you get, like, once you get to 50, it's not really worth it to keep going for tenacity items because the value, you know, it doesn't keep going, right? It's like you're usually capping out on tenacity around 50. So 2 tenacity items is usually the most you ever want. Because tenacity isn't like, it doesn't stack the way you think it stacks. Here I want to play Baron. I want to kill these guys, so I'm going to take the Rek'sai. I'm so fed. You guys will probably be as strong too in this situation. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I mean, you just killed them all here. Probably go for the Baron end now. So we do the Baron, then after Baron, we start to push lanes. A lot of times it's hard to get a push in low elo. For you guys to, like, you want to avoid that. Just go for those, like, team fights. Just go for the team fights. Queuing Baron's kind of useless unless you're doing it because someone's trying to, like, an enemy's nearby, so you don't want to lose your aggro. Or your frenzy focus. But, yeah, it just slows down your damage if you do that. Smite at 1200, just make sure you always look at the HP and just smite when it's ready to go. Don't feel like you have to smite early. I feel like a lot of people get baited because they smite early. I'm going to R in advance here, hit him. For the combo, Q. Let the CC hit, and then W. Going Malphite because he's annoying. E in advance. Going Lucian. Even though it might be a tower, I'm okay with this situation. Going Vi after W just to get chasing. Q, W, auto attack, E. Because she's about to go out of tower range. And yeah, that's about it. I guess they're probably FF. The game seems like it's over. One more down. Oh, I got you, big boy. Let's get him. It's yours, Pike. This is yours. He's all your. Oh my god, Karma took the penta. Dirty Karma. But yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I build. That's how I play Briar. If you like the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be uploading a lot of high ELO content. What happened to my rank icon? Oh, my rank icon disappeared. Oh, there's my rank icon. Yeah, like the video. I'll see you guys next one. Good luck in your games.